Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lupita and I'm an artist. Happy February. We are well into the year and I'm really excited. I think I can still post this by February. It's currently February 26th. I think I can get this up by the 28th. I think I can, but I am really excited because today I'm going to be showing you guys the process of making my newest magnets that I just made. I made a little collection for like a specific Valentine's Day drop, and I also wanted to make a painting to go with it, but that kind of didn't work. So I'm going to show you what I did get to make and what I was able to record. But these are the beautiful magnets that we are making today, and I'm showing you the final product right now because I'm kind of just gonna jump into it. I did not record any kind of intro. I recorded a lot more than what you're actually gonna see in this video. I cut out so many things and I lost so many things, but I'll explain that in a bit. Let's get started. Today we're gonna be making some little magnets. I've had this air dry clay. I'm using Crayola air dry clay, and I've had it for a few years now. And I've made a few little like personal projects with it, nothing like big or anything. Some of it I've shown on this channel. You guys have probably seen some of the things I've made before, but this is my first time that I'm making something with the clay to be like able to sell in my shop. I started off with making, I think, my favorite one, which is the heart envelope emoji. I don't know why. I love that emoji so much and I feel so much love and I send it with so much love to people, so I love using it. And if you guys can't tell, I am doing this all by hand. I do not have any cutters. I'm cutting it by hand. I'm rolling it out by hand. I have nothing, no kind of guide except for my own hands, and even then I can't trust myself. So they might look a little bit uneven, a little bit wonky, but that's because it's made with love, okay? It is handmade with love. But I did try my best to make it all even. As you saw, I'm putting them on top of each other to try and get the shape as like good as possible. And it was really hard, especially with these like basic shapes that I'm doing. Like it needs to look good. It needs to look like a basic shape. And I hope I did that okay. So yeah, the process of it was just making sure I knead the clay really good, and then I cut it out mostly using my X-Acto knife, and then from there we'll smooth it out using my fingers, using the sponge, using whatever I can, and then I start sculpting, adding the little touches on it. I also did end up using a brush. I have this nail brush that I had from when I also tried to get into doing nails. So I have these nail brushes where it's like the brush on one side and then it's like a flat angled edge on the other side, and it's really cool, and that was like my favorite tool to use. I don't know why, it was really good. And then it got to the point where I needed to sand everything, because if you can see, it's a little bit uneven. Like it's just kind of lumpy, and it just, I don't know how that happened. But I fixed it. I fixed it because I sanded it down and I made a collection of sand. My sand pile was just working up. I did a mix of using sandpaper and using my X-Acto knife, and I did end up having to wear a mask eventually because I didn't want to be breathing all this in. But yeah, I just tried to get my edges and my surfaces as flat as possible because I didn't do it properly before. And once all that was done and I let it completely dry for like a week, I think, I moved on to painting. The first thing I did was I painted a white base for the envelopes and the basic rectangles. This part is honestly like the easiest part, but it was also a little bit difficult only because once you paint the clay, if you set it down or if you touch it again, it's really easy for the paint to come off. So that was a little bit of a struggle, and I had to really take my time and be very careful. And then I also had thought originally in my original sketches that I wanted to do different colors for the hearts and the ovals, but I did want to do 2 of each color. So that's what I did. I did 2 of them in white, 2 of them in light pink, and 2 of them in a darker pink. But it ended up not working out with the darker pink. I ended up not using those at all, and you'll see why later. But yeah, I just tried to take my time because I knew that this was going to be, I knew that I was going to get very upset and very overwhelmed if it didn't go right. So I did the best that I could. And then I moved on to the hardest part of painting, I think, which was painting red on top of white. Now, if you know, you know, it can be very difficult to paint over red again using white, especially because my paint isn't very opaque, I would say. You need a layer or 2, maybe 3 to get it completely covered. But I felt like I was doing surgery. I was playing like that operation game where one wrong move and everything goes crazy. But eventually you can see that I did end up making some mistakes and I got red where it wasn't supposed to be. And I said, you know what? It's fine. We're just gonna fix it some other time. So I really wanted to make a Valentine's collection just because I love love. I love Valentine's, and I think it's so beautiful to spread love and joy and happiness, and that was kind of the goal, really. I just wanted to put my heart out to people. And I feel like I kind of already do that. Like, there's a piece of my heart in all my paintings that I do. But these magnets, it was like a whole new world for me, and I was really happy. And I think I'm really happy with how they came out. I'm really excited. And now moving on to the bigger magnets, I did this little strawberry design that was actually inspired by my cup. I do like strawberries a lot. I'm a strawberry girl. I am strawberry shortcake. Anyways, it is heavily inspired by my love for strawberries, my love for strawberry shortcake. I have a strawberry cup with a very similar design to what I ended up doing, but I love it and I think it is so cute and I'm so happy with it. I did just take off 2 of those magnets because I knew that I was not going to have enough time to do those. We're getting close to the end here, and I did not have like a clear plan for those either, so I took them out. I was like, you know what, we can focus on these another time. We don't have to do this now. And then I got started on the rose. I feel like this one was the trickiest for me. The leaves were not so bad, but doing the actual like head, the rose head, the petals, it was so difficult, and I had to redo it like 3 different times, and I don't think I recorded it, but it was very difficult. But I'm really happy with how it came out, and I love it very much. And then these 2 white ones, they have kind of the same vibe with like a green flower border, and I think that those ones are kind of my favorite. I love it so much. It is my favorite kind of pattern for like a dress, a skirt, some curtains, the bedspread. I just love that design with like white flowers, green. I think it is so beautiful. So I really wanted to do that, and I did 2 of them. And I did end up having to do like 2 layers for everything because my paint is not, like I said, my paint is not very opaque, but I didn't mind. I was very happy with how it came out. Don't get mad at me, but I'm about to stop recording and you're not going to see any more painting. But I promise I painted it and you saw the end results. You'll see it again. Okay, back to real life me. I do want to say I'm sorry because I kind of stopped recording my painting process, but like I just got to a point where I was like, okay, I can't record anymore. I can't focus on recording that. Like it just was like is too much trying to make sure that the angle is good, that you guys can see and I'm not blocking. And it's just, you know, I'm still struggling with that. But I did as much as I could, and it's just the actual painting process. I can't actually like focus on recording, but I promise I'm doing it. Like, this is all handmade by me. I promise. All right, guys, some good news and some bad news. What do we start with? I think the bad news is that I am not finishing every single thing that I wanted to for this collection drop. It is currently January 25th. I gave myself a deadline of the 1st of February. I am not at all where I thought I was gonna be, but that's okay. We are still going to get up what we have, and whenever we finish the rest, that'll get up when it's ready. For instance, this is what I have for my painting. This is what I've started. First, I painted it pink, and then I painted the base, and that's where we are with that. Another thing that kind of went wrong is that the magnets that I have for these sides, I ran out of these size magnets, and so I only have some that are smaller. You can't tell how much smaller, but it's smaller. And so I have one of each left. I have one heart and one oval left, but I don't have the magnets to fit them. So we're just not gonna deal with those. This is so cute. I am so happy. Oh my gosh. And then I did also resin the back of it just for like extra security. You can't see the lighting, sorry. But I do want to do a second coat. The A card. Oh, that is so precious. At one point, it was like really late at night, and I had these all. Oh, by the way, I have three. I have three of each. I had these all like laid out, and one of them was like upside down. And so I looked at it and I said, oh no, I messed it up. And now I have to redo it. I have to repaint it because I messed up the way that it like. And then I knew it was time to go to bed from there. But yeah, this is probably going to be my final update for this video. I was even debating if I should do this video at all because I don't think I recorded like much, but I feel like it's important for me because I started it, so I like want to see it through, if that makes sense. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful night. If you're still watching, please comment the love letter emoji and let me know which one is your favorite. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Good night.